Well, good afternoon and a very warm welcome from Japan. The sun hangs overhead, casting its golden light across this pristine green turf of the global field. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon here on this Monday in Japan, half past 1 back home in India, and the stage is impeccably set for a meeting of two footballing worlds. It's the Indian side, the reigning champions on the Reliance Foundation Developmental League, Bengaluru FC, taking on the Japanese side, Avispa Fukuoka, in what is the last match day of the Reliance Foundation Developmental League Japan Tour. And we are live from the global arena field, across oceans and cultures, through the visionary arch of the Reliance Foundation Development League. Indian football steps onto foreign soil. It is a moment of ambition, a moment of audacity, and a true test of fortitude. On one side, the visitors from the Garden City, the proud, unyielding young blues of Bengaluru. They come into this contest untouched, unblemished, and carrying a swagger born of back-to-back victories, and carrying a swagger that can actually call themselves as the champions back home in India. On the other side, the local pride, Avispa Fukuoka, born of tactical discipline, forged in the fires of Japanese footballing efficiency, looking to assert their dominance on home turf. East meets South, heritage meets aspiration, and for 90 minutes, the global field becomes the battleground of dreams as the two teams would look to lock horns in this final match day of the Reliance Foundation Developmental League. Two other teams came to Japan, FC Goa and Punjab. The campaign has been good for all three teams from the Indian side. A lot of learning, a lot of understanding. But if one side has been playing football like they mean, it's Bengaluru FC. In the first game against Giravansh, they were trailing 1-0, got the equalizer 1-1. Then Giravansh, the Japanese side, once again took the lead. Bengaluru came back 2-2. And in the end, Mohammad Arbash winning that one. Bengaluru winning that one 3-2, and then they faced Sagan Tosu in the Saga field, winning that 2-0. Both goals coming in a span of 3 minutes for Bengaluru FC. On the other side, Avispa Fukuoka today dressed in all whites. Didn't start their campaign as they would have liked. 5-0 bafflement against the Indian side Punjab, but then bounced back against Goa. They were trailing against Goa as well. The number 9 got them back on the level terms, and in the penalties, it was Avispa Fukuoka who took the game, who took the home match. And now, with the referees onto the pitch, it's going to be an exciting contest. Bengaluru FC in their blue jersey. Then that's something that we have seen throughout the 3 match days. This customary, traditional bowing down of heads from the Japanese side, from the Japanese referees, and also the Indian sides following it. And this is what football does, right? And it transcends culture, it transcends religion. It's a uniting factor. And while the world wakes up to the news that Spain are the world champions, defeating Argentina in the final, in this part of Asia, in Japan, at the global field right now, these two teams, these two set of boys know that there's a match to play and there's a match to win. The captain from the Indian side, from Bengaluru FC, that's Sertocom, alongside the captain for Avispa Fukuoka under 18, Masuda Kaito, the central defender, who's been really solid and playing as a centre-back. He knows his position when he's back to the goal, commands that backline really well. Sertocom, of course, a goal scorer. He got his goal in the previous game, Sertocom, and got his goal in the first game as well. So he's got 2 games and 2 goals for himself. Is looking in a good form. The team pictures for Bengaluru FC today in all blues. That is their home kit, and it looks delicious, isn't it? Well, here's a look at the starting 11 for Bengaluru FC. The head coach, Renedy, he is a tremendous coach. He's gone with 4 defenders, Bangsan Ashikatikari, Yaifer Emba, and Bumlelal Hangshing. 3 in the mid, Adel, Mohammad Arbash, and Rakshit Priyanel. And 3 forwards, Sertocom, Samson alongside Cyrus Abhilash. Plenty of substitutions on the bench. Watch out for the number 28, Rishikesh Chan Manawati, probably the youngest out there. For Avispa Fukuoka, the head coach, Hisanga Tatsunori. Some changes in goal. He's got Shimamoto Kotetsu, 3 defenders, Masudo Kaito, Kuroki Haruto, and Ishikawa Ryota. 5 in the mid, Nagatomi Hayato, Wada Shunshuke, Mori Takeru, Sayama Kane, and Misaka Haruto. Two forwards, Ikeda Kodai and Matsumoto Yukito. The goal scorer Kitazono Taikai from the previous game has dropped onto the bench alongside their main goalkeeper Matsumoto Sakuya, who was the hero in the penalty shootout against FC Goa. Some chopping and changes done by Avispa Fukuoka. Bengaluru FC are unchanged from the previous game. The same starting lineup. So Renedy has trusted the boys and he's trusted these bunch of team and wants them to go ahead and wants them to perform. Interestingly, Renedy is not afraid to make those changes early on. We saw that in the previous game against Sagantosu. And Avispa Fukuoka, they were trailing against Goa. Had to dig deep to find that equalizer. Kitazono Taikai did find that equalizer. It's a very strong bench for Bengaluru. And not just the players that we're talking about in the coaching department. Renedy, of course, a name that needs no introduction. A very, very big stalwart of Indian coaching structure right now. Anup Teres Raj, who's also been managing Bengaluru FC. He is the secondary man in charge to Renedy Singh. A lot of learning for Anup Teres Raj over there. For Avispa Fukuoka, it's going to be exciting because today Hisanga Tatsunori is residing as the head coach. Komatsu Kakeru will be the second in charge. It's always exciting when two cultures meet. It's always exciting when Bengaluru take on the field. Look at that pitch. You can see the determination edged on the faces of these young men. For Bengaluru FC, this is a chance to prove that Indian youth development can stand shoulder to shoulder with the finest academies in Asia. For Avispa Fukuoka, it is a matter of home pride, a statement that their ground remains an impenetrable fortress. 90 minutes of speed, 90 minutes of strategy, of passion, and raw talent awaits us. Will the Indian contingent maintain their flawless run, or will Avispa Fukuoka defend their home turf and hand the visitors their first defeat? And that's what we're talking about. Bengaluru have come here and they've not lost a single game, but this could be a start. Good block though early on. And that's what we're talking about, right? They're really comfortable when they're defending. Bengaluru, they're a strong side. They know their football. And most importantly, they play as a team. You don't win the championship back home, the RFDL trophy back home, without being a proper side. And Renedy, alongside Anup Teres Raj, those two guys in the coaching department, they have been game changers. There's a lot of fluidity in how Bengaluru play. This is Arbash, their main man, the creator-in-chief. He's a lovely, lovely distributor of the ball. Avispa Fukuoka have started well though, but Bengaluru here, they come on the charge. Space is opening up on the right. There's the ball, and now the finish. Good save. But the offside flag was up nonetheless. Shimamoto Kotetsu would not know that. He still had to make the save, but there's the danger from Bengaluru early on. They can hurt their opposition. I've not scored early goals in this tournament so far. If you look at it, in this second game against Sagantosu, two goals that came were in the 56th and the 59th minute. Also against Giravansh in the first game, they were trailing at halftime 1-0. Then equalized, once again fell down. Giravansh, the Japanese side, leading 2-1. Oh, this could be a first yellow or something. The referee has decided to probably keep his cards in the pocket. It's Arbash who's caught a knock. I think he's going to be okay to continue. Ishikawa Ryota did go and check on Mohammad Arbash, and I think he's okay. Just got a knock over there. He's going to get up. You talk about Mohammad Arbash, right? And you talk about a man who knows how to use the ball. A lovely supplier of the ball, distributor, intelligent with the passing. He's someone that is going to carry a lot of a threat in the midfield area. And once again, Bengaluru looking prominent in the few opening minutes of the game. Avispa Fukuoka have to be careful. You don't want to just concede early on. One-touch football will be the method. We have seen that in the Japanese side. They do like to Oh, good defending, but they do like to have that one-touch football going on. But Bengaluru themselves take pride in possession-based quick football, right? If you go back and look into the entire structure, right, this is how the entire of the city plays. It's not just Bengaluru FC. Of course, they are the top of the hierarchy in the city of Bengaluru right now, back in India. And I think each and every team that plays in Bengaluru has the same identity, has the same DNA. They like to keep the ball and they like to be quick on the ball. Those one-touch patterns working well together. And we have seen that in Japan as well. And today, Randy would want an absolute flawless performance from his boys. And goal today is Suraj Singh Ahibim. Cautious start by Avispa Fukuoka. They are not pushing too much forward right now, just probably letting Bengaluru play their game. But that's a dangerous strategy against the champions of Reliance Foundation Developmental League. This is Satocom now, who's come on to this Ryan side. Not the best of return passes, though, from Ashika Dikari, who will be playing as a fullback today, right fullback. Satocom, who's dropping certainly. Watch out for Yaiforemba Chingakam. He's a tremendous passer of the ball. Those diagonals, he's made a name for himself, Yaiforemba. Don't be surprised if you see him in the higher ranks very soon. Oh, this time around the referee blows his whistle. For a moment or so you thought the attack was possible for Bengaluru, but the referee right on spot. He does not miss, the Japanese referee. Avispa Fukuoka now trying to build. Throw in for Bengaluru. And that's the kind of stuff we have seen from Japanese side against Goa as well. They were good. They were decent. The ball passing was decent, but the finishing is a department wherein they have to get their nerves started. In 2 games, in 4 halves of football, they've just scored 1 goal as compared to their Indian counterpart. They have scored 5, Bengaluru. So there's a massive difference in terms of free-flowing football. Bengaluru do like to flow in the pitch. We have seen that. Avispa Fukuoka will like to probably score a bit of goals over here, maybe 2 or 3 to end this friendly campaign. Not easy though against Bengaluru, who are very mean in the back. That's what we're talking about, that one-touch passing, that the ball that goes to the wing and then you come inside. That's quick. If you keep on doing that, probably you're going to go and break the defense very easily, because we saw that, right, yesterday when Spain faced Argentina, as Bengaluru once again won the ball. Good clearance, read the danger early. Spain as well dominating so much, and it's all because they see the ball in the channels, you know, in those pockets of spaces when you're on the left, and then you see centrally from the wings, center, then from the left to the center, and then once again on the wings. So if you see those pockets of spaces opening up, you will definitely frustrate your opposition. Bengaluru definitely like to play that way. 7 minutes on the board. Yet to see a shot on target from both of these sides. Some strong play in the middle of the park. The Japanese side now, here they come. Right idea with that through ball, but intercepted. Now Adhikari. Some one-touch passing, Yaiforemba. Adhikari goes central. Plenty of talent. This is Vumnilal Hangshing, the left fullback, who's very pacey. Always like to move forward. Look at Hangshing. Just as soon as he gives the pass, look at how far he goes. He's not a fullback. He plays as a forward. Vumnilal Hangshing. He's got the talent to stand up. And the ball was aimed at Vumnilal Hangshing, who's still up front and not coming back. But you will see that's the speciality of this Bengaluru side. They play very high. And so they probably create that overburden on one side of the pitch. Outwork their opposition outnumber them in those small zones on the pitch that we talk about, and that's one speciality of football under Renedy. And those fullbacks push very high, and then the midfielders support them, and that creates overload on the side of the pitch, and that's exactly what they would like to do. Faremba goes back. This is the goalkeeper Suraj, who's very comfortable on the ball. He likes to play. Bungson. Oh, given away cheaply. Avispa Fukuoka can punish them. And now the strike maybe blocked away. Good defending, but Bengaluru, they were careless. Now Arbash picks up the pieces. He finds the ball forward. This is Sartakom, the captain, who can run. Sartakom has got options. Ashik Adhikari picks up the pieces now. Adhikari bursting into spaces. Strong tackle. Bengaluru win it back though. This is some serious stuff out here in Japan right now. Bumlilal Hangshing, he's now found himself on this right hand side. He was playing on the left. He comes on the right. It's a very fluid structure. Suraj Singh Ahibam launches one forward, but more in hope than conviction. This is the captain for Avispa Fukuoka, Masuda Kayeto, who's a very, very solid defender. He's got a bright future, that's for sure. Masuda Kayeto, don't be surprised if he's promoted up in the hierarchy. Avispa Fukuoka definitely playing in the J1 League. This could be a foul. Yes, it is on Ashika Adhikari. A lot of these boys definitely do get promoted into the upper system for the Japanese side, and the under-18 side acts as a funnel. I'm playing in the Prince Takamado Premier League West. Avispa Fukuoka under-18, a strong side. This is what we are talking about, right? Bengaluru one-touch football. The way they evade the pressure. There's some serious development work going down at Bengaluru, to be honest. Back in India as well, now in Japan. They are definitely showing that they've got the merit, they've got the talent. And if you look at Renedy, he's a man who's been there in the development and setup as Bengaluru come again. Marauding run forward from Ashik Adhikari. Ashik Adhikari's delivery is delicious. What a chance. It was Cyrus Abilash who was coming in on the far post. But once Ashik Adhikari was on his bike, only one thing on his mind, to put the cross, and the cross was absolutely perfect. Only if Cyrus Abilash could have kept it at target, but nonetheless a very good move from Bengaluru FC. Top move. Samson and Ashik Adhikari combining down this right-hand side. Samson finding Adhikari, and Adhikari putting such a peach of a ball onto that far post for Cyrus Abilash, who was attacking the far post with some intent. Cyrus Abilash is one of those, another lad who's very tricky. Probably header is not his strongest game, but he's very tricky with his amazing runs in the box. Good positional awareness also from Cyrus Abilash. This is... what's that? That was Adhikari, right? He was trapped in a position. It was Rakshatanil, the number 15, who was trapped and did the best he could. Got a corner for his side, so that's good. A good play from Rakshatanil. He did what he could have done at the most. He got a corner from that situation. Really was closed down by two defenders. And now if there's a goal coming in from this corner, good delivery once again from the left foot. Bengaluru piling on the pressure. Bumlilal Hangshing goes back. This is Bungson, who's also a tremendous distributor of the ball. Look at this from Bungson. The switch is delicious. And then the left foot finish from Arbash is blocked. But take nothing away from Bungson and the way he spreads that ball to find Arbash on this right-hand side. Both of those central defenders, Bungson and Yaifaremba, they are so great at spraying the ball and so accurate. That's one measure that we're talking about. They're accurate when they spray the ball. This is Yaifaremba who's now found himself on the left-hand side. Beg your pardon, right-hand side, Jai Faremba. So you can see fluidity is what this team works on, Bengaluru. It's going to be a bit difficult today for Avispa Fukuoka to break this fluid Bangalore side, but they have done well. And that's where I think they need to play their football. Avispa have to slow down the game. Trust their midfielders. They've got 5 today in the mid. Nagatomi Hayato, Warashan Shuke, Mori Takeru, Sayama Ken, Misaka Haruto. They got to trust those midfielders to do the job. 2 forwards up front. Ikeda Kodai, Matsumoto Yukuto. Just have to be patient. Make Bengaluru work. And when they're in possession, do not lose the ball to the Indian side is what the head coach would have been wanting. Very unlikely from the defender out there this time around, because just shoving away the ball, not characteristic of this side. They keep the ball very patiently onto themselves. Once again, building and building patiently. Arbash finds Iyai Faremba. Back to Arbash. Oh, good turn. Delicious turn that was from Sam Rakshitanil, I believe it was. The 360. A move made famous by Zinedine Zidane. Now once again he evades the man Rakshit. Good footwork from him. Bengaluru looking really solid in the opening 15 minutes or so. And don't count out the Japanese side. Here they come on the counter. Surasingh Ahibam will probably reach there first, and not only reaches there first, finds Wumlalal Hangshing. Solid player. I talked about Hangshing. He's one for the future. Ashik Adhikari goes back. Look at how deep Arbash is playing now. There's Iyai Faremba with his classic long balls. This time around, not the best result, but still will fall in the favor of Bengaluru. And now they can work something. Once again, a ball inside is intercepted. It fell onto Cyrus Abhilash. And then Abhilash looking for Samson. And Samson's ball was intercepted by... Was it the captain, Masuda Kaito, who's gone down after that interception? And nonetheless, Bengaluru have got a corner. 17 minutes on the board. And it's like the perfect time now to score a goal, isn't it? From this corner for Bengaluru, we have seen them be creative with set pieces. And this man, Mohammad Arbash, he's got a decent left foot onto him. If he can curl one inside, and someone on the far post would try to get a head onto it. Arbash nearly. Oh, so close. Still the chaos, and now the danger has been cleared. That's what we were talking about. Mohammad Arbash's delivery inside the box are absolutely phenomenal. This time around towards the far post. How did that not go in the back of the net? That's what Iyai Faremba is also thinking, who was the closest onto that far post. Iyai Faremba had to be in the back of the net. Yeah, this time around they've gone short. Hangshing on the ball. Hangshing with the left foot after changing the angle towards the far post. Clever free kick, beg your pardon. Clever corner routine from Bengaluru. Wumlalal Hangshing changing the angle, delivering a left foot ball. And I think it was once again towards Iyai Faremba, who's got 2 chances now. One from the right and one from the left. And a central defender of his caliber, he would have been hoping to at least keep one of them on target. Probably kept the first one on target. It was so close, the first one. Building carefully once again. Just patient is what Bengaluru are doing right now. Nothing much. Calm, composed. That's the kind of football we have associated them with. This is Ashik Adhikari. Adhikari was trying to look for Cyrus Abhilash, who's now come onto the right. This is Cyrus Abhilash. Back to Cyrus. There for Ember. There's that long switch. Aimed perfectly, and the first touch from Hangshing. Bengaluru looking menacing. Oh, the final ball towards Satacom was disappointing. After Vumnalal, Hangshing did all the hard work. Still the chance. Adhikari now. Good tackle. Adhikari goes down inside the box. What has the referee decided though? I think it's going to be a corner, but look at that tackle from Masuda Kaito. The captain making sure that he puts in the tackle. And now corner will be taken by Mohammad Arbash, the regular suspect. Towards the far post. Now maybe a shot cleared away though. Here come Avispa Fukuoka though. Good switch. The finish maybe. Maybe the finish from close range. Missed his chance. Not an easy technique to master, but there's the danger from the Japanese side. Good control from the head and then to lay it off onto the left foot. The finish was a bit wild in the end, but they have got the potential, they've got the mettle. Bengaluru dominating the first 20 minutes of the game, but there's a bit of warning sign for the Indian side that they have to be careful while defending. Because Avispa Fukuoka, they can hurt you. They've got the potential to hurt you. Bengaluru just slowing down the tempo. This is Jai Furemba. And now Cyrus Abhilash, who's predominantly playing on the right hand side. Abhilash finds a good ball. Oh wow, this could be the first goal. Curling it just so nearly. It was so near for Mohammad Arbash. If one man could have pulled that off, it was Arbash. The keeper was off his line. Arbash with tremendous skills and then trying to just bend that towards that far corner. It was close. It was agonizingly close. Probably we could watch that in a bit of slow motion as the ball was curling. And you thought if there's enough bend onto it to just nestle into the far corner, but take nothing away from that try from Mohammad Arbash. The goalkeeper was way off his line though. Shimamoto Kotetsu had to make sure that he then once again goes back, but he was beaten, to be honest. It was just on the mercy of that ball, whether it was bending enough to go in the back of the net, but he would be really relieved to watch that. Mohammad Arbash would be wanting to get one more chance. We've already talked about his left foot. He's got the winner against Giravansh. Here come Avishpa though. Men inside the middle, all close. End-to-end stuff right now at the Global Arena. Bengaluru attacking just a minute before. There come Avispa Fukuoka. And it was so close to being the first goal of the game. Good stuff. Really good stuff from both the sides. That's the kind of intensity you would have wanted in the tour. And they're definitely giving the intensity. In Bengaluru, when they are building from the back, they are very careful and also very precise. Hardly the press from Avispa Fukuoka has troubled the Indian side. Ashik Adhikari. This is Jai Furemba. Bungson, the central defender who's already sprayed one of those long balls that he's famous for. Chaos in the middle of the park. Bengaluru will profit from it. and Bengaluru could lead the charge forward. It's interesting to watch how this Japan Tour has unfolded for all three Indian sides. Bengaluru, of course, the champions, winning 3-2 in their opening game, comeback victory, and then winning 2-0 in the second game. Look, Punjab, 5-0 in the first, 3-1 in the second. FC Goa, the Indian side, lost the first game against Sagantosu 1-0, then played a really good game against the same side, Avispa Fukuoka. We're leading 1-0 courtesy of a goal from Sean Francis Fernandez. Kitazono Taika equalized, and in the penalties, Avispa got the job done. Ball inside the box. Good clearing header. Not too far though. Falls on the left foot, and now maybe a finish arriving. Stolen away. Took too much time. Bengaluru could counter, and they could profit on the break. If only the break was allowed to move forward. Intercepted. "25 minutes from the boot. It's shaping up nicely here. And probably the neutrals would have wanted a goal to come in from somewhere. Still have to wait for it. Maybe unlikely of the sources. So far, if you look at the goal scorers, it's Sertacom, it's Samson. Arbash has also got a goal onto his name. That was the winning goal in the first game. Mohammad Arbash, he's picking up so many different positions. Right now, he's dropping so deep onto the right-hand side, Mohammad Arbash. Avispa Fukuoka. They're careful while defending, not pushing too many bodies forward. And for Bengaluru, they are very well familiar with breaking a low block team. It's not that Avispa have absolutely gone and sat back in that low block defense, but they're doing well when when Bengaluru are attacking, so they have to drop back, making life harder for the Indian side. But Bengaluru very comfortable in breaking a low block. If you look at the formation right now for the Japanese side, it's 4-3-3, the way they are pressing three forwards, but they do change to a 4-4-2. That's the more fluid formation, and they've won the ball but given away. Here they come once again, winning it. That 4-4-2 pressing formation is definitely helping them in the middle of the park right now. And then the left foot ball up front. Defended well. Saras Abhilash sees no real option, has to go back. This is Bangson, the left footer. Finds Womnelal Hangshing. Yaifuremba. Slow pace now to the game. Three men are forward for Avispa Fukuoka, who are pressing. And so they're very fluid. You never know. It's a 4-2-4, it's a 4-4-2, and it's a 4-3-3 when they're defending Avispa Fukuoka. And they're very fluid, right? So usually the normal one is a 4-4-2, and they have two forwards pressing up front, four defenders and four midfielders. But they can suddenly turn up the tempo, as those two midfielders will absolutely, in a span of 5 to 7 seconds, pick up the pace and join the two forwards, hence making it a 4-2-4 while defending. And that sometimes picks up the opposition. They're not ready for it, and that's how you win the ball early. This is a very fluid defensive shape right now for the Japanese side, who probably had the issues against Punjab, because conceding 5 goals is something that a head coach would not want. Probably no coach want to concede 5 goals. Now Arbash turning in the middle of the park. He's been in a sublime touch throughout the season. The creator-in-chief is what we are calling him right now in the team. A left foot switch. Once again, Ashik Adhikari is the outlet. Can he keep it alive? He does keep it alive, but was always backpedaling. But look at Ashik Adhikari and his work rate. Now Avispa Fukuoka trying to create something good turn. And then the pass. It was Nagatomi Hayato who's done all the hard work, and now moving forward. Now is there a finish arriving? No. right idea. It's just the execution is probably something that we need to work on. "29 minutes on the board right now. So we have played roughly around 30 minutes, the first half an hour of the game, and still waiting for the first goal. It feels like Bengaluru have dominated the proceedings with Avispa Fukuoka. They can come and they can score the first one. Good strike. Always going wide though. Picked up the pieces, had a look, had a hit. Didn't think twice about passing it. But Bengaluru defender giving up too much spaces, always dropping back. Should have closed that distance, even though the shot was not on target. But probably that's what Randy would be saying. As with nearly 30 minutes on the board, we head on for a hydration break. Hydration breaks are growing very rapidly in the footballing circuit now. Almost all leagues have that break, with the World Cup recently happening, and you saw the hydration break being a common part of it. It's always good, for the players to having some fluids just soak in the sun. Also for the coaches to probably whisper in some words of wisdom. There's Randy, all black and with the cap on his head. He's a top man, and he deserves all the praises for structuring this Bengaluru side alongside Anup Teresraj. Do not forget him. And for the Japanese side, Avispa Fukuoka, the drawing boards are on. The head coach definitely has got some indications from the game. He's seen something and he wants that for the boys to be seen. Isanga Tatsunori alongside Komatsu Kakeru. They take the game very seriously down here in this part of the country, and you definitely would want to perform better. Not much from Randy though. He's still without the tactical board. He is using his own wisdom remedy. So two coaches, two different kind of philosophies, and that tells you all about football. There's one common factor that's football that's uniting them. There's Anup Teresraj as well alongside Randy Singh, the student and the master, both of them learning together the crafts of the game. I think Bengaluru have been good. They need a bit more finishing touch. The best chance I think it was when Ashika Adhikari put in the delivery to Sara Sabilash, who was attacking from the left. That was the best chance in the game. Apart from that, they have been good in possession. They have been good while they're building from the back. Hardly have the Japanese side troubled them when they're building from the back, but it's in the final third wherein they need a bit more, I won't say precision, because in the final third they have not had a lot of chances. So in the final third, they would like to create a bit more chances, play a majority of their quick football inside Avispa Fukuoka's half and in their box, quick touches, a give and go, which we have seen Bengaluru play. There were a few crosses that was pinpoint accurately. Mohammad Arbash definitely from the corner, finding Yeforemba, who was close. They have been close though, the Indian side. Probably the closest was when Mohammad Arbash put that left foot delivery inside the box towards the far post, and Yeforemba nearly tapping it home. But surprisingly, the score so far has been 0-0. 32 minutes on the board. They still have everything to play for. Just cooling down the players. Now that's important. Just get their body temperatures down. (33°C) right now in this part of the country. It's sunny, and there's a heat warning as well, excessive heat in Fukuoka, Japan. So it's a sunny afternoon, and it will definitely test the players out there. 34 degrees Celsius. (5:30) for the Japan Standard Time. We are done with the hydration break. Back to live action. If you compare that temperature to the temperature in Bengaluru, is 28 degrees Celsius with a slight chances of rain. Bengaluru is definitely blessed with weather conditions that suit football. So, I mean, of course, these boys playing in India. India is a hot country. You got different seasons out there. You got rainy summer. Right now, mostly monsoon has hit the country. But Bengaluru, of course, it's a part of the country that is usually very famous for its weather. Pleasant weather, moderate weather is what marks the Bengaluru system. As we are back from the hydration break, 35 minutes on the board now. With the hydration break stretching roughly around 4.5 minutes. And that would definitely be added on as stoppages in the first half. But really impressed by the way both sides have started. Yet to find a goal, but that takes nothing away from the quick passing that we've seen in the game. And really been impressed. I think it's been Bengaluru who have dominated the possession, but Avispa Fukuoka have been really impressed by their defensive resolution, the amount of work they put in, and the amount of work they put in together. But Bengaluru have definitely found their passing rhythm, and once they find their passing rhythm, they're a strong side. Even Sur Singh as well, enjoying himself out there. Left foot clearance, not too far. Sertacom, the captain, dropping deep. Now Rakshit, he can move forward. He's got Ashik Adhikari in his support on the right. There's Adhikari. Back to Rakshit, whose right foot delivery is inside the box, but it's headed for a goal kick. You see Ashik Adhikari moving forward a lot of times. This time around, he squared it back for Rakshit, who put in a decent delivery inside the box. I think it was Saras Abhilash once again who got a head onto it. Saras Abhilash definitely proving himself handy in this game. Would love to watch him go on a marauding run forward. I think he's possibly his best position is the left winger, Saras Abhilash. But when you're playing in the reserve side, there's no position. Abhilash drops deep once again. Finds Arbash. Losing possession. Good press from Sertacom. Just hurling in, making sure that he makes life difficult for the Japanese keeper. This is Yaifaremba, who was probably looking for that switch once again, but then decided not to go for it. So now it feels like Adil has dropped down into that defensive area. Look at the number 13 alongside Bangsan. Bangsan has got the ball now. This is Adil, and he's come into a centre-back position. Yaifaremba feels like it's gone into a right-back position. Bengaluru very fluid with their changes. And now Wumlenlal Hangshing. Hangshing has got support arriving. He's holding on to the ball. Saras Abhilash offering support. This is back to the goalkeeper, Suraj Singh Ahibam. We have talked about football a lot. I think India and Japan are already sharing a very good bond. It's a peaceful bond. It's a cultural bond. It's a trade bond, and now a bond made by sports. Football definitely in Japan is growing leaps and bounds. Recently in the World Cup, we saw that. For India, it's a developing nation in football. Big news in the Gothia Cup. Minerva winning once again. A lot of positive changes in the landscape. The Japan Tour. And so I think the subcontinent, the Asian continent, is proud to have Japan as the powerhouse in football. This is a lovely move now, once again brewing up. Bengaluru have to be careful. Look at this run being made, but the pass is weak. Had to be a bit more better. And expected a bit more from Nagatomi Hayato, who did spot Wadashin Shuki on the left, but was not able to thread that pass. And Nagatomi Hayato, a player of his caliber, needs to do better. He needs to do a bit more better than that. Yeah, good to see that a lot of people are tuning in the Reliance Foundation Development Chile YouTube channel. Fans of football, really important, really crucial, and it's equal, right? You got Indian fans, you got Japanese fans together. It's good to see. All coming under one umbrella. We saw the pre-match show yesterday before the World Cup final. Tom Cruise, a celebrated actor, and the message was pretty simple. Football unites. And that's what we're seeing over here in Japan right now. Good defending once again. Read the danger early, jumped into it. Avispa taking just a bit too much time, and Bengaluru winning the ball very easily this time around. Ahibam Suraj Singh, his touch for once betrayed. He's a very calm customer when it comes to holding the ball in the box, and that's what is one of the biggest strengths for Bengaluru FC. They like to play with their goalkeeper, the last man in the goal. And when you've got a goalkeeper who's got a good touch and who's well under pressure, you do understand that the team can now rely on one extra player, right? But it's also a risky area, but that's how the modern game is now being progressed. Nagatomi Hayato, the left footer, will stand over this corner. Hayato's delivery is towards the central area. It would be recycled, I believe, but defended well. Mohammad Arbash, look who's doing the cleaning. Arbash drops down to help out this team. Watch that once again. Hayato's left foot delivery was good. I think it was Faremba who got a header onto it, a glancing header. So the defense of Bengaluru once again doing their job. Ishikawa now with the throw-in. This is Misaka Haruto trying to work a move together, but Bengaluru will profit and get a throw-in in their favor. Goalless so far. 41 minutes on the board. Good touch from Arbash, who's always surrounded by players whenever he gets the ball, but always evades them. Kind of Mesut Ozil. It looks like that's what his reference point is. He's effortless, that's what we're trying to say. If developed properly, Mohammad Arbash, he's going to be a very handy customer. He's going to be a very handy player for the Indian national setup. He's got everything in the right capacity. He scans well. His first touch is good. Does not panic under pressure. And we've seen that nowadays. Also helps his team out in defensive areas. So he's a complete package, Arbash. He's on the ball right now. Spreads it onto the left. Hangshing goes central. Rakshit now. Faremba, who's got Sertacom dropping. Good football from Bengaluru. Just patient build-up, quick passing. Now that's the kind of football that can open up defenses. But the only critique so far would be that they need to do this in the opposition half now, and probably try and do this in the final third. I think they are warmed up. 42 minutes on the board. There's no denying that they have controlled the ball much better. Once again, Arbash evading his man. He's just so gentle on the ball. Arbash, the left footer. Samson. Rakshit, nearly stolen away from him. Ashik Adhikari. This is Adil. Bengaluru keeping the bulk of the possession in their favor. Avispa very happy to just sit back and to defend. That's their characteristic. Punjab did this against them. Punjab knew that Avispa was sitting, and they opened up the defense of Avispa Fukuoka. And that was a dagger in their heart. 5-0 defeat for a team that takes pride in their defensive resolution. That was a result that definitely would not please the head coach. But since that game, I think there has been much more better improvement. So even though Bengaluru have dominated possession, their passing patterns have been good. Players have been moving fluidly. Still, a scoreline remains 0-0. They got a few spectators also coming in towards that far side. That's good to see. Patient build-up. There's no denying this, that the Bengaluru side relies on patient build-up and then all of a sudden explosive in a moment. And that's what we saw in the RFDL finals, Bengaluru versus Goa. The game was cagey, the game was tight, it was 0-0 for a long time. This will be a foul, I believe the referee has spotted it. I think it's all good, yeah. Arbash just offering some supportive hands. And Simon Kane, as soon as he got down, he got up really quickly. And that's what we were talking about, right? And these boys, really warriors on the pitch. I mean, there's no extra antique, there's no theatrics. Gets down, gets the foul, and then gets up quickly. Now Rakshit trying to tussle. Good work though. Oh, what a pass! But Ashik Adhikari got himself in front. If not, that would have been probably some assist. Now Saras Abhilash wins the ball, and he's got some green grass to run into. Saras Abhilash. He loves those kind of opportunities and areas. This time around, not the best of passes from Abhilash. He was looking for Vumlilal Hangshing, who made that run, that darting run forward from the left back position, but just the pass, I think he released a bit too earlier. Saras Abhilash had to probably just wait for just a snap second. Now we know Vumlilal Hangshing is pacey, but not that much of a pace that could get onto the end of the ball. Now yay for Ember. 5 minutes at a time. We thought about that because the hydration break definitely inching to roughly around 4 minutes. Yahibam Suraj Singh goes forward. Intercepted. Now Vishpa's chance maybe now if they can thread this properly. Support arriving. Left foot strike is blocked. And then Vumlilal Hangshing is tussling. Hangshing does really well though to emerge with the ball. There's some strong shoulder strength, and not only emerges with the ball in the end, wins the foul and wins the free kick for his side inside his own half. And that's what we were talking about. Hangshing is not on the pitch the tallest or the strongest, but he's got the snack. He's a fighter. He stays in the team because of his fighting ability. Of course, we saw his first touch, his ball delivering quality. There's nothing to talk about it. Offensively, he's solid, but defensively, there's a certainty about his game that you would rely on Vumlilal Hangshing to deliver from that left back position. There should be a bit of a shot tackling from behind, shouldn't it? The referee sees nothing wrong over there, but I did feel that. I think it was Arbash who was just given a shove from behind. Bengaluru win it back though. And now set to come one-touch football. Saras Abhilash. He's done really well, Abhilash. Now can he switch? Adhikari is on his bike once again on the right-hand side. Yai for Ember. Yai for Ember's ball forward is into a wasteland. No one running for it. But I think the opportunity was when Saras got the ball onto the left. If only he cuts in and sees Ashik Adhikari, who's always on his bike on this right-hand side. He's such a willing runner, Ashik Adhikari. It's good to watch him, the way he moves forward. Avispa comfortable in defending now. They have to produce something while they're attacking. They have done that. Hayato is under some pressure. Lost possession, but won it back. Misaka Haruto supporting his midfielder. Bengaluru pretty much in a 5-3-2 formation when they're defending. There's this ball forward. Collected by Ahibam Suraj Singh. For a second you thought Adil got a touch onto it. Maybe. But into the safe and comfortable arms of the Bengaluru goalkeeper Ahibam Suraj Singh. who's probably not had to do a lot of work in this first half. Has there been any shot on target so far from Avispa? I don't think so. I don't think Ibam Suraj Singh has to work. Oh, good first touch ball from Ashik Adhikari. Now Mohammad Arbash can run. He's got Saras Abhilash on the right. Hangshing on the left. Picks up Hangshing, whose first touch is good. Hangshing now squares it up. Abhilash cannot keep it alive. I think it was made for Sertacom. It was meant for Sertacom to finish. Good move from Bengaluru. Could not find the goal that we're looking for. Oh, Arbash nutmegging. Even though I think the referee halted the game, but Mohammad Arbash. That nutmeg on Matsumoto Yukito. But look at this. Right foot ball from Arbash to find Hangshing. Hangshing's first touch is good. Sertacom had to slide for it. It was Sertacom's, to be honest. He had to go for it. A striker's instinct. Just throw your body at it. But probably what he was saying is he was waiting for Staras Abhilash to pop in on the right. He's not wrong either, Sertacom. But if you're playing as a number 9, probably you got to be a bit selfish and just lash yourself onto it. Left foot ball is intercepted. And the referee is probably blown his whistle for a free kick. Abhilash is not happy with it, nor is Ashik Adhikari. Have you seen any player commit a foul and probably say that, you know what, I'm guilty? Never ever in football. Now that's the beauty of it. Now the referees, of course, on charge and on point. And now, with the last attack in the first half, Bengaluru and Suraj Singh have got a free kick to defend. This would be the perfect opportunity for the Japanese side to get the lead. With just minutes before Bengaluru had the perfect chance to get the lead. And now if this goes in the back of the net, the script changes in the half-time talk. It is Nagatomi Hayato who's standing over this. We know he's got a good left foot. Nagatomi's delivery is collected by Ibam Suraj Singh, who's gonna be very relieved. Half-time whistle now coming anytime soon now. And there's it. The last bit of action in the first half was the free kick from Nagatomi Hayato, collected by Suraj Singh. Bengaluru FC and Avispa Fukuoka are deadlocked. Half-time, Bengaluru FC nil, Avispa Fukuoka nil. It's been a half of football wherein we have seen plenty of exciting stuff, but still not the goal. And that's the only statistics that remains unchanged from the first whistle. 45 minutes done, 45 minutes remaining. Bengaluru FC dominating the possession. Avispa Fukuoka in their defensive shape have been top-notch. And now to go ahead in the second half and to find something meaningful for both the sides. Yeah, the halftime statistics would be really, really interesting to watch. Bengaluru, of course, comfortable on the ball. Mohammad Arbash has been the orchestrator. Ashik Adhikari alongside Hangshing, both those fullbacks have been the outlets very often in this first 45 minutes. Saras Abhilash and Sertacom, the two forwards alongside Samson, they have to get in the game just a bit more and start providing the creative spark. Bengaluru FC 56% ball possession, 8 chances, just 1 shot on target for Avispa Fukuoka. 44% possession, 7 chances for them as well, identical as their Indian opposition. They've got only 1 shot on target. Both the keepers have got very little to do in terms of saves and collections, but it's a game that could come into life in the second half. Avispa Fukuoka dominating the tackles chart, 7 tackles as compared to 5 for Bengaluru FC. That goes to show you one thing, that defensively they have had to be tested, and defensively they have done the job. So far, so good for the Japanese side. The match highlights of the first half, they were really interesting. 20th of July. We begin at 5 p.m. Japan Standard Time. It's roughly around 6 now. With the Japanese referee, who has been good throughout the match. Not a lot of interruptions and not a lot of cards flashing. No yellow cards, but Bengaluru were first to break. This was Sertokom's chance, which was saved by the Japanese keeper Shimamoto Kotetsu, even though the assistant's flag was up. Kotetsu at that time did not know. Avispa definitely made their strides on the game, but Bengaluru's defense did the job. Mohammad Arbash, he's been the creative playmaker for the side. This was a pretty cheeky move from the Indian side. Ashik Adhikari, who's been lively on this right hand side. This was Ashik Adhikari once he got free, and Adhikari's delivery right foot ball towards that far post. Sarasabilash attacking it, and Sarasabilash expected just a bit more from him with the kind of player he is. The cross has kept on coming for Bengaluru, and that's been one area wherein they're so good. Mumlalal Hangshing, Mohammad Arbash. This was delightful. Just Arbash trying to weave his way through. There were two chances from Mohammad Arbash where he made those and carved those chances for himself. And both of time trying to finish from his left boot into that far corner. That's the kind of goal he dreams about scoring. That's the kind of goal any left-footer dreams about scoring. But not only scoring goals, this was the closest that Bengaluru got from the corner. It was Mohammad Arbash's corner delivery towards the far post. And then it's Hangshing's left foot delivery towards the far post once again. And both of the time aimed at Yaifaremba, the central defender, who's got plenty of firepower in him when it comes to dead ball, when it comes to set pieces. Bengaluru have been looking good from set pieces. Their delivery, always, you got Hangshing, you got Arbash, you got Ashik Adhikari, those kind of players. This was the closest that Avispa Fukuoka got. Open chance from close range. Could not sort his feet. Pull this shot wide. Now then Arbash did all the hard work, trying to curl it in the bottom, beg your pardon, the top corner. And so nearly found that top corner for himself, Arbash. Don't be surprised if he goes on and scores a goal for himself in the second half. Abishwa kept on attacking and once again he came close. At one point it was end-to-end stuff. Bengaluru attacked and then came the Japanese side of Abishwa. And they were throwing everything inside. Crosses coming in. But those central defenders have done a good job. Bangson, Yaifaremba, Adil now who's joined the ranks, making sure that everything is defended and everything is protected. Aibam Surah Singh hardly being worked in this first half. The last of the chances, it was Rakshit Anil's right foot delivery, trying to curl it towards his man, but led into nothing. Nagatomi Hayato with the corners. You've got some decent players in both the sides. With the left foot, Nagatomi, in the Japanese side, Arbash, who's this time around found Vumnalal Hangshing's ball across was towards Sertokom, but he couldn't stretch and Sarasabilash then could not keep it alive. Sertokom was probably hoping that Sarasabilash would get an attack on the far post, but it was meant for the striker, for the captain to finish. And then the last bit of attack from the free kick. And that's been the game so far. At halftime, Bengaluru FC 0, Avispa Fukuoka 0. Plenty of chances, plenty of action yet to find the first goal. Stay tuned with us. Live action continues after this halftime break. Well, 45 minutes played, 0 goals registered, yet a contest absolutely dripping with strategic tension here at the Global Arena in Japan. And look at the ledger of that first half. Bengaluru FC have edged the territory, holding 56% of the ball. Stroking it around and around with purpose, probing for an opening. And now they will roll in some substitutions. And look out for the number 28, the Rishikesh Manavati. Probably the youngest out here on the pitch. And he's been given starts from the bench in all 3 games. So Renedy knows what he's doing with a young talent. Avispa Fukuoka on the other end, sitting on 44% of possession, have refused to yield an inch of critical space. 15 total chances created in the first half so far, 8 for the Indian contingent, 7 for the Japanese host. Yet both defensive units have stood tall when it mattered the most. Just 1 shot on target apiece though. 1 fleeting moment of direct danger per side, buffered by desperate tackles. 5 from Bengaluru, 7 from Avispa in a relentless game of football. 4 corners to 1 in favor of Bengaluru FC shows where the pressure has been applied, but the scoreline remains stubbornly, agonizingly deadlocked at 0-0. It has been a physical, tactical tug-of-war. Rary Singh's young men have controlled the rhythm, but Fukuoka's discipline has absorbed the storm. And that's what this side is known for. Avispa Fukuoka, they are relentless, they are passionate, and they're defensively strong. That defense was breached in that opening encounter against Punjab, but since then they have been good, conceding only 1 against FC Goa. And so far in this half of football, they have conceded none, even though Bengaluru have edged the territory, have edged the possession, and have had more chances and more corners to their name. Set pieces once again would be crucial for the Indian side. We've got Mohammad Arbash, probably one of the best left footers in the development system in the country right now back in India. But they've got to be sure and they've got to be ready for the threat that Avispa will throw in their path in the second half of football. The respite of the halftime break is over. The tactical adjustments have been whispered in the dressing rooms, and the tactical line in the sand drawn once more. The referee, the Japanese referee, checks onto his watch one last time as we are live from the Global Arena. 0-0 on the scoreboard, as Bengaluru boys are just in a bit of hurry to maybe rush forward. And now the referee will have to once again re-whistle. Here we go again, 0-0 on scoreboard, but everything still to play for. One moment of genius. Oh, this time around, we talked about one moment of genius. This could have been one moment of error and one moment of madness from the Indian keeper. Ricky comes in. Rakshit has been subbed off by the head coach Renedy alongside his counterpart Anup Tejas Raj. We'll get the second confirmation as well. I think it's Sarasabilash who's gone off, and in comes Rishikesh Manavati. So he's a talented lad, Rishikesh. Now exciting to watch him, how he goes about his business. Can he score a goal for his side? Avispa Fukuoka. They would definitely like to change that statistics from 0-0 to 1-0 in their favor. Good cut inside. They're trying to open up the game now, the Japanese side. One moment of genius, that was required. Oh, good tackle. Crunching tackle from Bumnalal Hangshing. Was it on Mori Takero? It was on Mori Takero, who's playing on this right side. Hangshing definitely not giving him 1 inch of space. And then Arbash is supporting in the back. And that's one aspect of Mohammad Arbash's game that I'm loving it. The way he's just dropping back, trying to become a box-to-box midfielder now, even though he's more of a creative, free-flowing number 10. It felt like the ball was out of the pitch, but the assistance was right on cue, and now Sertacom can run. Could hold a play from Sertacom. Finds Arbash, back to Sertacom, the captain. Cuts inside, it's got options. Adil's first touch is just a bit too heavy. And the Japanese side can lead on the counter, but they have given it straight back to Bengaluru. This is not the best of ball holdings that we have seen from Avispa Fukuoka. And now the pass forward, nearly threading their defense. So close. That's where they're so dangerous, Bengaluru. Here they are on the attack once again. Ashika Dikari with the delivery. He's looking for Sattercom. Can he keep it alive? Yes, he does, but cannot find his teammate. Ashika Dikari is a tremendous player. Look at Hang Shing now at the pace. It's Arbash who comes helping his fullback. Loving this from Mohammad Arbash. This aspect of his game when he's I don't think I saw him defend so much in the Reliance Foundation Development League back home in India. He was more of a creative player when he had the license to just, a bit roaming around the pitch. You saw Leo Messi, right, back in the entire World Cup. Players like them have that ability to just stand, to walk and judge the game. Arbash wearing the number 10. Usually the number 10s are the most creative players on the pitch. If you're a fan of jersey numbers do reflect a lot of things about the players. Number 10 is the creative playmaker. And I think if Arbash, what we saw back in India, he was more of an attacking threat. But now, what I've seen so far in this 50 minutes of football, that he's defending a lot. He's tracking back. He's helping his team a lot. And if he develops that area of his game, no matter how good a player you are, if you can develop that defensive area of your game where you can support your side and the opposition is attacking, it makes you a very handy unit. And Arbash, of course, a player that's already very comfortable on the ball. Now with the defensive ability, he's going to make all the noise. Yaifuremba. Looking for options. Finds Shashika Dikari. Arbash in space. First touch is good. Then Arbash chops back. Finds Adhikari once again. A lot of options moving forward now. You've got Sattercom, you've got Rishikesh and Manawati. Adil as well pushing forward. This is Bungson. Central defender, Bunkson's left foot switch. It's delicious to find Ashika Dikari. He can load one inside the box. This is Arbash. Patient builder from Bengaluru. They are teasing Avispa Fukuoka now. Right foot cross is weak and timid. Still could fall kindly. Adil recycles and it's a chance for Mohammad Arbash to put the ball inside the box. And then the finish. Good save. Really good save from Shimamoto Kotetsu from close range. I think it was Sattercom who got a shot on target. And this game is being played at a rapid pace. No time to even watch the replays, do we? Do we have the time? It's just so rapid. It was the captain Sattercom. It can be confirmed now. And Arbash on that right-hand side, putting the ball inside, and the defense was not able to clear Sattercom's strong strength from him. Shrugging off his man. And that's what Sattercom brings to the table. Oh, much to the disagreement of the Japanese player. They feel this should have been a corner, but I think now I think the decision has been changed. Yeah, it's going to be a corner. If you look at the previous move once again, it should have been Simon Kane, the number 22, who should have won the ball, but he got to the ball first, Simon Kane, but Sattercom then from behind shrugged him and got in front of him and took a shot on target, just an inch left or right. It was in the back of the net from that close range. Shimamoto Kotetsu did a terrific job of keeping that out. And Sattercom definitely showing that he's got a proper number 9 attributes in him. Now they have to defend though, Bengaluru. 6 bodies inside the box for Avispa Fukuoka. Left foot delivery towards that far post. Not cleared away. Now Hang Shing gets the powerful clearance, but still the ball has only gone high, not too far. Hang Shing once again. Now Rishikesh and Manawati gets his first touch, maybe back to Rishikesh, who's really quick with those passing, and that's why he's been promoted into this side. Just 2 months ago, watched him play in the Under-16 Junior National League finals in Goa. Rishikesh and Manawati. And of course, he was a standout player in the entire team. And he's been promoted, right? So he's just 16 right now, below 16. on paper, Shikeshan Manavati, and he's playing with those boys out here. Definitely, that's the kind of exposure you need. Vumlalal Hangshing now. He's so strong on the ball. Moving in from the left-hand side, almost went centrally as a midfielder, and then the switch. Bengaluru, their central defenders, Bangsan and Yaifaremba, they're known for those long switches. Substitutions coming in, though, for the Japanese side. Time for some fresh legs. In comes Ishida Keiji. Of course, Ishikawa Ryota. A like-for-like substitution on paper. A defender out for a defender in. Ishida. He's gonna bring some fresh legs. Ishikawa didn't do too much wrong, and his afternoon is done. Arbash now. Yaifaremba, Adhikari. Back to Yaifaremba, who tries one ball forward, chipped in but lost possession. He'll get it back. Once again, gives it away. Not the best use of the ball from Yaifaremba on that occasion. Usually, you don't say that about him. He's very calm as a centre-back. Yaifaremba's got another chance. Now Arbash, look at him skip past. And he's been pulled back. This is going to be a foul. Should be a yellow card as well. I'll be surprised the referee does not pull out the card because maybe it's a friendly, but it should have been a yellow card. But Mohammad Arbash, I mean, he's a swift player. There's one ball forward. Now they've got two target men. You've got Sertakom and you've got Rishikesh and Manavati. Now this could be a chance for Bengaluru. Rishikesh is up forward. Arbash beats one. Arbash finds Hangshing. Hangshing puts the cross in, but I think it was aimed towards Rishikesh and Manavati. And the idea was executed, but Rishikesh made that run internally just a bit too quick, or should you say, Hangshing could not picking him up just a bit earlier. But I'm really excited to watch this guy, number 28 in the blue jersey. The camera pans on him now, Rishikesh. He's a solid player. And to this exposure tour, he's come to Japan, and that's the kind of thing you want to see, right? I mean, that's how you're going to give them the important minutes, the important learning. Mohammad Arbash goes over to this corner. And the Nivea Dominator has also traveled to Japan, a ball that is being used in the Indian circuit a lot. You've got Trionda in the World Cup, you've got Dominator in the Japan Tour. And now maybe a strike from Hangshing, always going away. Not in control for a man usually you associate the word control with. Vumlalal Hangshing probably has got a new haircut. He's looking good, he's looking sharp, no matter what haircut he keeps. He lets his football do the talking. Vumlalal Hangshing. Avispa building from the back. Oh, for a moment so you thought Rishikesh will be through on goal. He did put in the back of the net, but the whistle was on. Foul on Nagatomi Hayato. Renedy not making a lot of substitutions, only two so far, bringing in Ricky alongside Rishikesh. Not seen much from Ricky since he's come on. Ricky Mete. Here's Hangshing. They're trying to build from the back. Could work in the defensive areas. Now Bangsan. Bangsan couldn't keep it alive. He was looking for Sertakom, who's often dropping deep. Sertakom, he's got every aspect of a striker's gameplay that you would want to have. Stays in the box, is there to finish off crosses, also drops deep to help his team. Defensively, Sertakom can put in a shift. Ricky Harbour Mitte, who's come in from the substitution bench, is going to be crucial to watch him how he goes about his business. And now once again moving forward, Sertakom on the left, Rishikesh on the right. Sertakom. Yaifaremba, ball inside, cleared away. He lost his pace, I believe, Yaifaremba was gassed out. Probably we would thought for Bengaluru it should have been Arbash on the end of it. Adil, this is Adhikari. Oh, cheaply given away. But Bengaluru win it back. Bungson. Hangshing. Mohammad Arbash. Swift move from Bengaluru. This is Hangshing once again. Very comfortable Bengaluru. Really comfortable on the ball. One touch football. Hangshing finds Jai Faremba. Left foot ball inside. Straight to the keeper's hand. Good move. And they need to keep on doing that. They need to be quick with those moves. Now Avispa's turn maybe to break on the counter. Bengaluru did push bodies forward. The Japanese side, there's the cross, the change of the flanks. Vumlalal Hangshing gets there first, but his clearance is not the best. That's twice now that Hangshing has just skied the ball in the air. A bit recklessly, I would say. More changes coming in for the Japanese side. In comes the goal scorer from the previous game, Kitazono Taikai, alongside the number 20. He was in a good form. Nakata Yuma. Those two changes, Nakata Yuma alongside Kitazono Taikai. It's going to be interesting to watch how that changes the dynamics. They've got some Japanese fans out there who are making the noise. It's good to see. Not a full-packed stadium, but still fans coming in. Now, Yukito has been taken off the number 15. Matsumoto Yukito, the forward. His afternoon is done. And he replaced by Kitazono Taikai. Kitazono, he's a proper number 9. And now you've got two number 9s who've got battle going on between themselves. The second substitution, it's Misaka Haruto, who gives way for Nakata. And Nakata Yuma. So midfielder is off, and in comes another midfielder. Like-for-like changes. That's what I like about the head coach. Isanga Tatsunori and Komatsu Kakeru. They've got plenty of like-to-like options. First of all, this corner to be taken. Not the end product that the Japanese side would have intended. Still 0-0, 60 minutes on the board. We're still waiting for the first goal of the game. For all the fans tuning in on the live section, do drop us your opinions. Who's going to probably go and score the first goal? As Bengaluru now line up more changes. Adil, his afternoon is done and dusted. In his position comes the number 25. Nihang Suba. And so Randy, now we talked about it. Only 2 changes. He's made the 3rd change now. Don't be surprised if he brings on Kelvin Taram Singh alongside Somutrecha, or maybe Rohan Singh, who was crucial in that comeback win against Kiravansh. It was Rohan who came onto a substitution bench and was dancing and teasing on this left-hand side, only to put the ball inside the box, which was put in the back of the net by Mohammad Arbash. I would definitely want to see Rohan in action. Rohan Chaphaimium. Oh, this ball forward. Rishikeshan Manavati, can he control it? He's been nestled and surrounded by 2 players. Masudo Kaito does well. Now Ashikadikar with a turn. If only he could have kept it alive. But he's been good. Ashikadikari, the man in the center of your frame right now, deserves all the praise. He's a very handy player, Adhikari. The good thing about him is resourceful, hardly makes any errors. That's the kind of player you want. Vumlalal Hangshing now has to chase back. Oh, I think he clips. Yeah, he does. The referee was right on cue. Sayama Kane, the number 22 from Avispa Fukuoka, clipped from behind. And now the Japanese referee has got a yellow card out of his pocket for the first time. It took not more than 62 minutes. All good though between the number 2 from Bengaluru and the number 22 from Avispa. Vumlalal Hangshing catching Sayama Kane, who makes no fuss about it, gets up quickly, and he's ready to go. That's football for you, isn't it? A lot of times you feel at the highest stages there's a lot of theatrics, there's a lot of antiques being thrown in, but in those development circuits, in these kind of games, it's all about passion, it's all about vigor, it's all about hunger. And there's no theatrics, there's no making a mess out of it, no making a meal out of it. You got a knock, handshakes, you get back up immediately. It's a man's game, right? It's a game when you get up quickly, you take up knocks, and make sure that you are still respectful to your position, because hey, no one intends that, right? Unless and until it's a very intentional knock. Mostly it's all about trying to go and win the ball. Here's Arbash once again, who's been teasing and dancing throughout Nihang Suba now. Probably his first touch of the game. Ashika Dikari. Oh, not the best of balls. Yeah, Faremba has to clear. It probably was caught in a bit of danger with that ball. Satacom and Rishikesh and Manavati now. Satacom guiding Rishikesh where to press. And that's good to see. Much more experienced Satacom. This is a good run on the right. If only the ball could be kept alive, the answer is no. Just too much. 64 minutes on the board. Still waiting for the first one. Will it be goalless? Is that what we're heading towards? A goalless draw, but don't worry. We've got a penalty shootout, even if it goes to a goalless draw. But definitely, I would want to see some goals before the end of the 90. Avispa definitely hearing me. Here they come on the attack from the left. Pushing their bodies forward. 3 men in the box to target. Oh, that's a beautiful cutback now. Maybe the finish. It takes one Bengaluru player down. The move will still continue. Referee is in no obligation to stop the game unless it's a head injury, and which is not. And then the cross from the left is out of the sights. And now the referee will blow his whistle, probably to give some immediate attention. Is that Arbash? No, it's not Arbash, that's for sure. I've watched that once again. The cutback was towards Mori Takeru. I think it's Samson maybe who's caught a knock. He should be okay to continue though. The physios will rush in quickly and have a look at them. Magesh Durai Raj, the physio for Bengaluru FC. He's traveled all the way from India and now he's got his calling cards. Now the physiotherapist, and probably one of those most unsung heroes in football. As the goalkeeper for Avispa Fukuoka gets a close look. Shimamoto Kotetsu has been good today. He came in the place of Matsumoto Sakuya, and he's definitely been a worthy replacement. Everything good and okay to continue. That was just a knock, and we are back on track. Well, the results from the other games going on: FC Goa versus Giravansh. Giravansh Kitakyushu, FC Goa leading 3-1, definitely showing the potential that they've got. And now, Rishikesh and Manavati finds Sertacom. This is Hangshing. Hangshing with a switch towards Ashika Dikari, whose first touch is good. Dikari is forced backwards. This is Jai Faremba. Bungson. Samson. Back to Bungson. Bungson has to hurry back to Surajahibam Singh. Avispa Fukuoka comfortable defending, but here comes the captain Satacom, whose passing has just betrayed him momentarily. A bit of KGFN in the middle of the park. Teams, both of them struggling to keep a hold of the ball. Position changing very quickly, but now it's in the favor of the Japanese side, who are breaking. And And they can shot from distance and then from close range. How did that not fall in the traps of Kitazono Taikai, who's just been brought on? Watch this shot first of all, right for strike. Ahibam Surasingh was not expecting it, but then Kitazono Taikai, he was also not expecting it. Could not control that, could not bring that into his clutches. If that would have been the case, it would have been a simple tap in for Kitazono Taikai. We still have to, probably would have waited for the linesman decision, but I don't think there was any flag, so he was in a decent position. He was onside. The Bengaluru defenders are very calm when they are building from the back. There's a sense of confidence whenever they are building. Are we going to find a goal in this game or not? Rishikesh Manawati picks up. He finds Hangshing. Hangshing is surrounded by two players. Satacom. Oh, there was Nihang Suba who goes down. The referee sees nothing wrong. Avispa continue. We have talked about their defensive stability, and once again they're showing that they have got some players out there who are making. We saw in the halftime, right? 5 tackles as compared to 7 from Avispa Fukuoka, so they're definitely throwing in the tackles. And the latest victim was Nihang Suba, who probably took a tad bit more time than was expected. And now the ball forward towards Sayama Ken. Ken's delivery is met by Bangsan, and then Arbash comes to help. And then Arbash, he glides forward as usual. Mohammad Arbash finds the pass. Running onto it is Satacom, cleared away. Masuda Kaito. That will be a goal kick. Oh, should be a corner. Yes, it is a corner. Brandy on the touchline, definitely is whispering everything he can to get his boys into the victory today. And time for a hydration break. And with that hydration break, more changes coming in. Bumlalal Hangshing and Ashika Dakari both have made ways. In comes 2 changes. Suresh Kumar Ganbam alongside Kelvin Tauram Singh. We talked about it, and Kelvin Tauram Singh has got a chance to be on the pitch. There's the confirmation. Suraj Kumar comes in place of Ashika Dakari. His first contribution would be to come in and work this corner. Samson standing over it on the left-hand side. Samson's delivery. Nihang Suba. Blocked by the Japanese defender in that horde of bodies. Back to Samson. Samson puts a delicious cross. Nihang Suba's first touch gets away from his man. For a moment you saw it felt it could have fallen onto the feet of Rishikesh and Manavati. And then given away cheaply. Avispa Fukuoka can counter. But in comes the tall man, Yaifuremba. Oh, good first touch. Look at those bodies running in from the left. Tauram Kelvin Singh! Close. But not in the back of the net. It was Tauram Kelvin Singh. He was turning. Good first touch. Releases his shot immediately. What an introduction that would have been from Tauram Kelvin Singh. To score from his first touch of the game. Good football from Bengaluru, but still nothing to show for it. It's still 0-0. And towards the last 20 minutes of the game, or should I say 18 minutes of the game, there has to be a bit more tightening of the screws. Avispa Fukuoka, they can trouble Bengaluru. Good defending. Proper defending. Suraj Kumar is slotted into that defensive area alongside Yaifuremba, who's of course there. And then the usual suspect is on to take on the corner. Expect a left foot delivery. And Nagatomi Hayato, who's been quite influential in Avispa Fukuoka and how they play. Six players once again committed. Deliveries towards the near post. Cleared away. That was intentional, low and grounded. Back in the fray. Header. And now Avispa looking close, but it's stolen away. Taram Kelvin Singh feeds it. Samson goes down, gets up immediately. And then tries to switch. Finds a good ball to Taram Kelvin Singh, who evades one. Still Taram Kelvin Singh. Still Taram Kelvin Singh. But finally loses out. Avispa Fukuoka can break now. End-to-end stuff once again. Now Kitazono Taikai. His shot took a deflection and Suraj Kumar Singh will collect. Oh, this is definitely picking up paces. This game, we have not found any goals so far, but there has been plenty of action. I think it's been just lively from the first whistle. And now recently the introduction of Taram Kelvin Singh has definitely given Bengaluru a big boost. So if you look on paper, Satacom, Taram Kelvin Singh and Rishikesh, all three playing a front. It's a revamped front three for Bengaluru. And now will that give them something? This is Jai Faremba. Avispa come on the attack. Jai Faremba's ball was not the greatest, but he's made sure that he's came back. But taking away is Nihang Suba. But giving it back cheaply. Bengaluru not working well. And this could be trouble. Still the danger looming on. It's not cleared away. 74 minutes on the board now. And Avispa Fukuoka slowly turning on the gas. They are putting their foot on the pedal. Testing Bengaluru to the core. This is by far the most testing game that the Indian side has played so far. Two teams they've defeated. Kiravansh the first, Sagan Tosu the second, but against Avispa Fukuoka, the Indian champion side, facing a stubborn challenge in the form of Avispa. And Avispa Fukuoka definitely looking for a win themselves, and they can once again try and... Oh, this is a delicious flick. Mori Takeru. It's taken away with the ball from Samson, and now Bengaluru can break on the counter. This is Taram Kelvin Singh once again, who's got options. Taram Kelvin Singh, I don't know who was he looking for. Probably the run from Rishikesh Charan Manavati, but Taram Kelvin Singh has definitely been a breath of fresh air in this Bengaluru side. He's always picking up the ball, ready to run. It just has to make sure he finds the final passes. Avispa Fukuoka, as the game has grown on, their stature has grown on as well. And now looking threatening, now looking deadly. Suraj Singh clears. Maybe more changes lined up. With 76 minutes on the board is what we are thinking. Or maybe now time for the hydration break. 76 minutes on the board, 14 remaining as we head on to the hydration break. It's still nil-nil between the two sides. It's still deadlock, and we are still looking for the first goal of the game. Who's going to be the hero? Would it be the captain Satacom? Could it be Rishikesh Manavati? Or could it be Kitazono Taikai, who's just been brought on? A man who got the goal against FC Goa. Plenty to think about, plenty to work out in the last few minutes of the game. And right now it's nil-nil. Yeah, but the picture could change. Reddy, what is he talking to the boys? What's the word out there? And those changes definitely have given a positive boost to Bengaluru, but they still need to find the first goal, and Reddy is involved in the build-up. He's always barging in the instructions. He's a powerhouse of Indian footballing. system. He's got the knowledge. He's got the know-how. He's got everything in the right criteria. And once again, those fans were up for the Japanese side. And this time around, the tactical board has taken a seat. Just cooling down temperature. It's good to see that. There is something that talks about team bonding. There is something that talks about guys being in together. And the fans are working unidirectionally. That's good to watch. Avispa Fukuoka. Suddenly their stature growing in the game with more than 15 minutes still remaining. They can definitely find a killing edge. Bengaluru, for all their possession, for all their dominance, they have not had a lot of shots on target. Interestingly, Avispa Fukuoka had those shots. They started to dominate towards the last 10 or 15 minutes, making life difficult for the Bangalorean defense. And that's what Trinity is probably trying to express to his boys. You want defensive stability. You don't want you to concede a goal this late in the match, because then the game goes away from you. Trinity, along with the Bangalore boys, who are ready to go once again. You've got roughly around 10 minutes plus the stoppages to make something out of this game. And if not, of course, for the neutrals, the good news is that we could have penalty shootouts as well. So there's not a dull moment. Back on the pitch now. The second hydration break is definitely given a lot of talking points for both the sides. And you talked about hydration break, right? I think that's a good initiative started by the football federations all over the world. It gives the important break to players, give them times to recollect their energy, regroup, restructure, for the coaches to come in and have that little 2 or 3 minutes pep talk. $311 people in the live section right now. Good to see guys coming in, dropping their comments. And if you're watching this right now, do let us know on this YouTube comment section, who do you think is going to take this game away? But first of all, do let us know, is there going to be any goal in the normal 90 minutes time? Let's see how many of you get this right, and let's see how many of you have got your footballing pundit vision. I'm sure a lot of you guys would like to talk and discuss about football, so do drop it in the comment section. Well, this is Veer in the comment section who thinks it's going to be pence. So Veer does not think it's going to go to the... Veer does not think that we're going to get a goal in the 90 minutes mark, but Bengaluru can change that here. They come on the attack. There's one ball forward, but once again, the through run does not come. The through ball comes in, but the run does not come. A lot of support for Bengaluru. Inter Zaev supporting Bengaluru. Ronak Agarwal supporting BFC. We've got some Japanese fans as well who are saying thank you for the high quality streaming video. I cannot read Japanese right now, but definitely you guys and your support has been crucial. Japan growing leaps and bounds in football. That's a country from which India can learn a lot, and that's what the purpose of the Japan Tour is all about. Of course, sports has always been a way to build bonds between countries, to bring nations together. And the recent success of Japan in the World Cup has shown people that mostly the Asian countries, that you can learn from this powerhouse that's growing in. Pence is definitely risky. If it goes to penalties, it's very random. You never know what's going to happen into penalties. And while the world wakes up to the news that Spain are the World Cup champions, here in this part of Japan, Bengaluru and Avispa Fukuoka are still deadlocked. With 8 minutes remaining on the clock, there needs to be a goal, and this could be the chance. Strike from distance. Straight into the comfortable arms of Ahibim Suraj Singh, who was unmoved. When we saw the last game that Avispa Fukuoka played, it went into penalties against FC Goa after they equalized late. Sean Frank Fernandez gave Goa the lead. Kitazono Taikai, who's now on the pitch now, scored the equalizer in the penalties. The Japanese side winning it 5-4. Sheikh Mohammad Ismail from Goa missing his penalty, the only penalty missed out of the 10 penalties that were taken in. Bengaluru now, the only critique from them in this game has been in the final third, there has not been a lot of movement. There have been crosses inside the box. We saw Shikha Dakari and we saw Vumnalal Hangstring and Arbash with those balls inside. Sertacom has definitely made a few shots on target. But what I probably would have wanted to watch from Bengaluru FC is this quick passing, the pattern, the triangles inside the final third. They're trying to make life difficult for Avispa Fukuoka. They have not choked the Japanese side. And that's one area where they probably would be talking those words of wisdom in that hydration break. Here come Bengaluru now. Once again, this is Ricky, who's got tremendous feet onto him. And then the switch to find the target on that right-hand side. Nihang Suba leaves it. Oh, what a ball this is. They're piling up Bengaluru. Now is their finish. Just something that you probably would not want to watch, as Rohan Singh, the number 11 for Bengaluru, is preparing to come. He's on the touchline. Not a lot of time remaining in this game. You've got 5 minutes plus the stoppages. Here come the Japanese side now. They can hurt Bengaluru. Sayama Kane, his delivery is blocked and Bengaluru now could go on the counter. This is Rishikesh and Manavati. He finds Sertacom. Sertacom trying to evade his man. He does that. Sertacom can switch. But he goes to Taram Kelvin Singh, who now makes the final switch, but it was too much. Overcooked and overhit. And there's Rohan Singh, who's on the touchline now. Ready to come and ready to continue. He got the all-important assist in that win. Rohan. Rishikesh and Manavati will be taken off and Rohan comes in his place. Very important player for Bengaluru. Probably just slightly a bit error prone. And that's why he's not in the starting 11. But when it comes to raw and electric skills, Rohan has got all the right attributes. You saw that right in the build up to the third goal onto the left wing, where he was making all kind of troubles for the defender. Whenever Rohan comes in, there's a sense of excitement that he's going to do something. He's going to take on his man, that kind of a player. Good defending though. They're still evading it. Now finding a ball to Samson. Samson on this left-hand side, step overs. Samson is strong and holds all. Taram Kelvin, what a delivery from Taram Kelvin. Now the header maybe. Oh, so close. On the roof of the net. Taram Kelvin Singh now that we are hearing is going to be substituted. And also for the Japanese side, Nagatomi Hayato goes off. So it's Taram Kelvin Singh who's been taken off. Randy has seen enough. Brought in on from the bench and now he's taken him off. Now that's a bit strange. Taram Kelvin Singh does not get a lot of time and Rohan comes in his place. Rohan Sharp Hamayum Singh. And this is Mohammad Arbash to take the corner, the usual suspect. Arbash's corner has to be probably retaken in, I believe. The referee already blew his whistle, probably saw something that was unfair. 3 minutes remaining of the normal time. This is the perfect place to score a goal. They can get a decent delivery courtesy of Mohammad Arbash. Someone can get a head onto it. Arbash towards the far post. Brought back in on the roof of the net. Arbash's delivery was good. But Bengaluru this time around, maybe a bit of fatigue, maybe a bit of tiredness. But it didn't feel like fatigue and tiredness, to be honest. And that's not the issue. I think Avispa have been good in their defensive play. They need to convert their chances. And that's what Niranjan feels in the comment section, and that's what everyone feels. And once again, Mohammad Arbash dancing as usual. He's got silky smooth feet. Yeah, for Emba with that switch. Here come Bengaluru now. Running on the right, good pace. Now can he drop the ball in? A bit of appeals, but it's going to be a goal kick. I don't think the referee is buying it. Good burst of pace though. Then trying to put the ball inside, goes down. Yeah, we do need a more inter-country fixtures. Ronak Agarwal in the comment section. It's going to help the boys a lot, these kind of matches. And you see Asia, right? There's a lot of developing teams in the country. You got Middle East, then you got Africa. I mean, if European teams, if you're not able to play with European and South American teams, of course you've got Africa, of course you've got Asia, and there's a lot of teams that have shown the potential in this World Cup. The African teams, Senegal, Congo, Egypt, all of those sides have shown that they've got the potential. And it's going to be a learning curve when India plays against those countries in a development and a friendly setup. $89 minutes on the board. Feels like this is going to go into the penalties, that's for sure. But before that, you've got a free kick and a very promising possession. It was Jai Faremba who stick a leg and he caught his man, did not get the ball. Well, 90 minutes are up. We are into the stoppages now. 7 added minutes. It's a lot of time for someone to go and win, but are they trying to win the game or are they try to take this into penalties? That's the big thing. And even though it's a friendly, but you don't want to lose any game. Mori Takeru standing over this free kick for Avispa Fukuoka. If Avispa scored here, this could be the winning goal. Mori Takeru with the free kick. Takeru's delivery is cleared away. Bengaluru could launch counter for themselves. Yeah, they come on the attack. It's stolen away though. Still the hunger to run and get onto the ball from Rohan Singh. This is what he brings. He's a very, very hungry footballer. And now towards the last moments, is there a magic? Nihang Suba. Good hold and play for him. This is Jai Faremba, who's right for deliveries inside the box, straight to the keeper. It was a curling ball, but Shimamoto Kotetsu made sure that he comes in forward and collects with ease. And with the time now ticking in, one's got to feel how many more chances will either of these teams get to score what would be the winning goal in the normal time. Otherwise, penalties looming, which is very random. Sayama Kane squares it nicely. Now maybe a shot blocked away. Here come Avispa. They are lining up. Oh, from close range. Is there a finish or just blasting a shot? And the camera straight away pens. That's not the kind of finish you would have wanted. It was Chihara Taega who came on as a substitute and just blasting his shot from close range. And to be honest, it should have been in the back of the net. Those are the kind of chances you want to take in the dying minutes, in the dying moments. Avispa Fukuoka could have led right now. Oh, Rohan, his first touch. It was good. If only he could have turned and just ran onto it. He caught his defender by surprise, Rohan saying. And since he's come on, he's been lively. He's got a electric burst of pace. Playing very freely right now. Both these sides, still they're chasing that victory. It's just that it's not coming good first touch in the middle of the park. And now moving forward with purpose. Oh, this should be a foul. It is a foul. Mohammad Arbash, always a danger man. He's the kind of player that I would love to watch. He's the kind of player I would just pay to watch football right now. He gets a nod on his back from the Japanese player as well. Everyone on the pitch knows that Mohammad Arbash has put in a shift today. A swift shift. He glides on the pitch. He does not move. He's sailing on that pitch right now, Arbash. Best player on the pitch so far. And there's no doubt about it. Free kick inside the box. It was aimed towards the captain, Sir Tocom. Four minutes down of the stoppages of the 7 that we got. 3 remaining. 3 minutes for either of these sides to go ahead and to find a winning goal. If not, everyone knows what's coming. It's a penalty shootout to decide. It feels like we will go into penalties. Very random, the penalties. You don't want to go into him. But the good thing is that it's a friendly competition, so there's not a lot of stakes, as you would say. But still, no one wants to lose a game of football, do they? And especially Bengaluru, when you've got such a good record. 2 wins, 5 goals scored, only 2 conceded. So you do definitely want to win. And Punjab on the other end, winning their game. They have finished their campaign with 3 straight victories, 5-0 against Avispa, and then 3-1, and now winning 1-0. Ball inside the box, cleared away. Now could be a shot from distance. Still the danger. Avispa, good trouble Bengaluru, but Bengaluru could break on the counter. Cleared away, back to Suraj, the goalkeeper. They have to be careful now towards the end of the game. And Bengaluru have got a DNA of building from the back. They don't want to let Avispa press yourself high and get onto it. Oh, this is something good. This is really good. And now is there a finish? No, there's not. Shai Faremba did all the hard work, put it on a plate for Rishikesh Manavati. He could not control it. I love that from Yai Faremba. He's now got to go back into his central areas, but look at that run from Yai Faremba. Squaring up for Rishikesh. His first touch was just big. That was the moment, I believe. He won't get a better chance than that. 7 minutes on the board. The last 50 seconds. Maybe one last chance for Bengaluru? Who says no? Oh, good turn. And then the ball forward. Oh, this could be a finish. Oh, this should be a red card. What? What has the referee decided? It felt like a clear foul. Oh, watch that once again. What a ball after the turn. And then something happened, right? Had to be a foul from Masuda Kaeto. The referee saw nothing wrong. And Bengaluru have to do it the hard way. Yai Faremba, what a turn from him. But they've still got time, Bengaluru. They still have got time. was such a delightful ball forward. But now with the 7-minute mark coming on to a closure, this could be the last ball inside the box. And now is there a finish coming in? Cleared away. Masuda Kaito will now give the final touches on to it. Avispa Fukuoka, maybe they have a chance now on the counter-attack. Bengaluru have to be careful. Pushing bodies forward. It's 4v4 at the moment. Good interception. Strong interception that was needed. And that would be the last bit of action in the regulation 90 minutes as the referee blows his whistle for full time. It's been an absolute war here in the global arena in Fukuoka, Japan. Full time, Bengaluru FC nil, Avispa Fukuoka nil. Penalties to decide the winner. Solid game of football. Penalties are random, but penalties will now decide. It's a moment when the goalkeepers will wear the Superman's cape, and they will be at the hopes for their sides. Avispa Fukuoka, the Japanese side, who started their campaign with a 5-0 defeat against Punjab, bounced back against FC Goa, and 1-1 draw, and in the penalties defeating the Indian side, have now once again taken the champions of India, the champions of the Reliance Foundation Development League, into penalties. For the Indian side, they've had the ball 58% possession, 16 chances, but the fact that they have only had 3 shots on target will hurt Renedy and Anup Teres Raj. For Avispa Fukuoka, less of the ball, but more shots on target, 5 of them, 4 of them coming in this second half. 15 chances created, standing toe-to-toe with the Indian side. Look at the number of tackles, though. 15 for Bengaluru, 13 for Avispa Fukuoka, and that tells you a story. 5 tackles in the first half for Bengaluru, add 10 more in the second half. So in the second half, it was definitely Avispa Fukuoka who were putting on the pressure. This was Sertacom who did brilliantly. It should have been Sam McKen's ball, but Sertacom got himself in front of the ball, turned and took a shot. He's a proper striker, Sertacom. If developed well, he can definitely give the Bangalore senior side a lot of goals. He's already made his debut in the ISL. He would like to better himself. The first yellow card of the game was shown to Wumlelal Hangshing, Japanese referee. Took roughly around 62 minutes to pull out the first card of the game, which we thought would never come in a friendly encounter, but Hangshing definitely in the books. There have been a lot of chances been made by the Japanese side of Avispa Fukuoka, but I think they were in the second half a bit more threatening. This was a strike, and then Kitazono Taikai, after it rebounded off the palms of Ahibam Suraj Singh, Kitazono Taikai's first touch let him down. Substitutions came in. Taram Kelvin Singh was brought alongside the number 3 Suraj Kumar. Nihang Suba was also brought in. Wumlelal Hangshing was taken off. Ashika Dikari also taken off. So this was Taram Kelvin Singh. He was close from his first touch. Got a decent ball on the edge of the box from the right-hand side. Took his shot. Not able to convert it. And then Taram Kelvin Singh with a few good deliveries. He definitely made his mark up until he was substituted once again. Taram Kelvin Singh did not see much from Rishikesh and Manawati in terms of goal scoring threat, but the fact that he's just 16 right now and he's in Japan, he's playing with this developmental reserve side, it talks a lot about. Rohan Singh was electric since he came on onto the right hand side with a burst of pace, trying to take on his man. Towards the end, Modi Takeru with the free kick, bending this one, but it did not lead into something meaningful. And that's it. After full time, we are still deadlocked, 0-0. Nothing to separate between the two sides. And there's only one way, only one method to resolve this and to end the Japan Tour, and that's penalties. 5 each. Test your luck out there. The goalkeepers have a chance to be the hero. First one coming in. Kitazono Taikai, the goal scorer from the previous game against FC Goa. He's standing over this. Proper striker, Kitazono Taikai. Would be surprised if he's not burying this in the back of the net against the Indian goalkeeper, Ahibam Suraj Singh. Slow run up from Kitazono Taikai, and he puts it in the back of the net. Ahibam Suraj Singh gets the right way. Kitazono Taikai, low, grounded in the corner. Well, one number 9 goes, the other comes in. Satacom for Bengaluru. As we watch the penalty from Kitazono Taikai, Ahibam Suraj Singh gets the right way. It was towards his left, but was not able to get a hand onto it. And now Satacom, the captain, who's seen his rival number 9 put it in the back of the net. He's got a chance to a level parity to bring back Bengaluru. Satacom, and it's in the back of the net. Certain, calm, and composed is the captain from Bengaluru. No hookups in his run-up, no stutters. It just goes in, nonchalantly does his business, goes back, no celebration. 1-1. A bit of a smile on the face of the Indian goalkeeper, Ahibam Suraj Singh. It is Sam McCain for the Japanese side, Avispa Fukuoka. It's going to be left footer, by the way he's standing. Sam McCain, his penalty is up and over. Advantage Bengaluru FC. And the smile on the face of the goalkeeper increases. Sam McCain was probably going in for a chipped shot, which would have been resembling a Panenka, but probably just got too much out of it. And now comes Mohammad Arbash. You bet your money on this man if there's a bet going on. Mohammad Arbash, the best player on the pitch so far in this game. The left footer. So Sam McCain, the left footer, misses penalty. It's nice. Mohammad Arbash's turn. Arbash scores. Of course he scores. Was there any doubt? Mohammad Arbash gives Bengaluru FC the lead. Calm, composed, grounded to the right of the keeper. With the advantage to the Indian side. Up steps Varash Shuke. He's got to score this to keep his team alive. A long pause for Varash Shuke. And then his penalty nearly being saved by Ahibam Suraj Singh. Just creeps and crawls in the back of the net. The Indian keeper gets the right way. Oh, unlucky is the word. Varash Shuke will take it. He's not complaining. Maybe a bit fortuitous. He bought the lottery ticket, Varash Shuke, but it's all counting in this game of penalty shootouts. We talked about it, right? It's random. It's one kick of the ball as Yaifaremba, the central defender for Bengaluru, who's been rock solid for them throughout the 3 games in Japan, steps up for this penalty. And usually central defenders, it's a hit or miss. You saw Gabriel Martinelli, beg your pardon, Gabriel in the Arsenal game, missing. Oh, nearly the keeper, the Japanese keeper, guessing the right way, nearly getting a hand onto it, but Yaifaremba puts it in the back of the net. Shimamoto Kotetsu got the right way, but I think he was expecting the shot to be at a certain height, didn't believe it to be low and grounded. Yaifaremba definitely doing the trick, and up steps Mori Takeru for Avispa Fukuoka against Ahibam Stura Singh. Mori Takeru, very short run up. Oh, hits the post. And now it's advantage Bengaluru. If they score the next one, they win this. Mori Takeru hits the post and is disappointed. Bungson, responsibility on his shoulders. The central defender, Bungson Singh. He saw his partner Yaifaremba score. Now it's Bungson and his penalty is saved. Avispa Fukuoka still in this. Shimamoto Kotetsu made an all-important save with the game on the line. Bungson fails to capitalize, or should you say, Shimamoto Kotetsu makes a brilliant save. And the captain now has a responsibility. Masuda Kayato has to score this and also hope that his goalkeeper saves the last penalty from Bengaluru FC. But first of all, to stay alive, Masuda Kayato has to score. The captain, who's wearing the armband today, is phenomenal in the defensive areas, strong and solid, and definitely will be promoted to the national side one day. Masuda Kayato, he buries his penalty. And we are still alive. There's a sheepish smile on his face. He's happy, definitely. And gives the captain's armband to the goalkeeper, Shimamoto Kotetsu. Now will that work like a charm? With the game on the line. Avispa Fukuoka's goalkeeper has to save this, and it's Ahibam Sura Singh, the Indian goalkeeper, who's going to stand up. So it's the goalkeeper versus the goalkeeper. Sura Singh scores! And Bengaluru FC take this game in Fukuoka, Japan. 0-0 after the end of the 90 minutes. In penalties, it's Ahibam Sura Singh who puts in the final nail in the coffin. Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. And it's the goalkeeper from Bengaluru, India, who's out-trumped the goalkeeper from Fukuoka, Japan. Nonetheless, such an interesting watch. And with this, the Reliance Foundation Development League, the Japan Tour, comes to a conclusion. 3 match days, 9 matches altogether. 3 teams for India who have shown everything that they've got. A learning curve, a cultural bonding, a heritage. India and Japan are together. Be it sports, be it culture, be it spirituality, be it business, be it commerce. And the recent tying force, the recent bonding energies through football, and long may it continue. This partnership between 2 Asian powerhouses will definitely boost sports in India, sports in Japan, and to be honest, sports in all of Asia. As the Reliance Foundation Development League, the Japan Tour comes to a conclusion with Bengaluru FC winning in penalties. All the Indian sides have definitely displayed some good mettle. You always see Punjab winning. Oh, it's gone into penalties, Punjab's game. It's still continuing. They're playing penalty shootout out there. And sudden death right now. FC Goa definitely winning theirs. 3-1 in their favor. They started slow, FC Goa, but got back against Avispa Fukuoka in the last game, lost on penalties, and now winning against Kiravansh in their last game, 3-1. It's good to see players coming in together, the customary handshakes, the greeting and the bowing down. Randy would be happy. Anup Tez Raj, this man, he deserves a lot of praises. He's been with this side throughout the Reliance Foundation Development League. And Randy, of course, a mind that needs no introduction. He's been coaching these boys for a long time. It's good to see that the Punjab game has been taken into penalties for the first time. Punjab being stretched. Welcome to Japan. That has been the message. That was the message. It's been such a good tour. There's such a welcome, a breath of fresh air, and long may it continue. I mean, the only appeal that we as Indian fans could make is that we need more tours like such. You have your Japan tour, maybe an England tour, maybe a tour to Africa. To play the beautiful game. Maybe invite those teams to India. The more these boys play against higher position, quality position, day in and day out, it cannot be a one-off thing. You need to have these kind of quality matches day in day out. And of course, the Reliance Foundation, which is the corporate social arm of the Reliance Industries, who are doing a tremendous job in the youth developmental setup. All I request to them is more of this, please, because it helps the entire football ecosystem. And it's a humble appeal, it's a humble and generous appeal from all of the Indian football fans that this needs to continue. This needs to keep on growing. This needs to keep on coming, because you can already see these Indian boys are benefiting massively from it. And as we bid you goodbye from Japan for one last time on the microphone for this important clash throughout the Reliance Foundation Developmental League and also in the Japan Tour, my name is Kumar Satyam. It's been such a pleasure serving as the lead commentator. Until next time, stay safe, stay peaceful, keep on playing the beautiful game that is football. Kumar Satyam signing off. Enjoy the highlights.